This is RV Davey. I am live currently here in Flagstaff, Arizona. Good old Flagstaff. Anyway, it's nice and cool up here, guys. Was it mid 70s for the high? For the high, probably low 50s for the low. Pretty nice weather, but anyway. Let's see if I could see the. See if I can switch the camera. If it wants to, it does what it wants. Well, anyway, it's kind of the scenery around here. Clouds are building up, so we're looking at probably getting some thunderstorms up here. Janice Lala, the first one in. I thought I'd do a live. I went to the doctor yesterday, the urologist. I wasn't happy about what the doctor had to say. She didn't think I could handle a surgery. That's what she said, but you know what? I want to take the prostate out because the prostate's giving me. I had a urinary tract infection again, and the medications that they can give me, they don't work. So I'm thinking, you know what? I'm just like, hey, let's just get the prostate out. Can I take the whole thing out? Because I just don't think you can handle the surgery. I go, this is my choice, not yours. You don't make decisions for me. I'm frustrated with getting sick from urinary tract infections. So my choice is, let's see, I don't think they do prostate. No, they don't, but they could take it out. She said they could take it out, so they could. But she said it's a pretty rough surgery. She goes, the anesthesia, she's not so sure I can handle that, but I've gotten through all that before. I mean, I got through a triple bypass, open heart surgery. What else have I gotten through? I've gotten through a lot. Put it that way. Just to put a brunt on everything. But yeah, it's beautiful morning up here. So, but anyway, I have some medication for the urinary tract infection, and like I said, I doubt if it seriously works. They have a hard time finding anything that'll work. My body seems to reject everything that they give me, so I don't know. That's what I say. She's gonna. Okay, next time I go see the doctor, they're gonna run an instrument down my throat, or actually, it's not down my throat. I'm using Flomax. I'm also using Nefrast. I can't even pronounce it. It starts with N. Nefrasteride or whatever. It's pretty close to what. I think it's pretty close. Trying to get the pronunciation. Let's see. She did or not. And she's in Prescott. She's in Prescott, huh? Ah, she's heading up. Okay. Well, I'll meet up. Yeah, so I'll meet up with. Hey, we'll do a video. We'll do a live video. How's that sound? I'm getting the urine out of me. Put it that way. Barely, but I'm getting it out. That's the key point. As long as I can, I don't want anything stuck up in me. That doesn't feel so good, guys. I don't know if you guys have ever done that before, but they stick a rod right up your weenie, man. And I'm telling you, it's like getting fucked right in your, excuse my language, it's like getting screwed right down the tiny little hole that you have there, which is called your urethra or whatever. Can't even pronounce that either. Urethra, I guess the pronunciation is the correct way to pronounce it, but is your PSA level high? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have answers for a lot of things here. So, Tasha Teeling, just what I needed. RV living, yeah, RV living. Parking lot living is what it's called. Actually, it should be called RV parking lot living. What do we call it? We're called what do we call RV lizards? I think that's what we call ourselves nowadays. So, but I thought I'd come in. What the heck? I went to I woke up at Cracker Barrel this morning, left the parking lot at about 8 o'clock this morning, got over to Wendy's up here in the east end of Flagstaff. Let's see, the endless struggle in the parking lot. Yeah, there's one guy that was in the parking lot, but he left as soon as he saw me. Revelator Phoenix. The Revelator Phoenix took off. Yeah, as soon as he sees me, he runs. He should run, actually. He says I'm the devil, I'm Satan and demon in disguise or whatever. That's what he said. Anyway, some guy sent a message over from him, to me yesterday. And then he was gone after that. So, who knows where he parks? There's not too many places you could park up here because the cops are pretty strict up here. Yeah, the cops are very strict. Yeah, I think I had a cop talk to me a couple days ago, but nothing big, he just warned me about, where I was parking and I couldn't stay there or whatever. And I said, hey, I don't intend to. But I'm just here. I'm hanging out in the day, and then at night I got my place that I go. And he goes, okay, well, as long as you follow the guidelines, we got guidelines up here. I go, well, yeah, I guess you do. Faster than you're. Yeah, I put that thing away. I mean, I have my drill. I took the thing was dangerous. It was sharp. I didn't want to get cut, so I packed it away. I wrapped it up in some tape, where it's sharp, just so I don't get cut with it. SC level is the first thing you should know. Simple blood draw. I'll have to ask the doctor on that one. I'm going to go to the pharmacy tomorrow. I got to call my insurance too, because they didn't want to pay for my medication for the urinary tract infection. They wanted me to pay out of pocket. I'm kind of, come on, man. I go, how much is it? $100? Like, no, $14 for $14 for one. For one day's worth of medication. That's $14 every day. $14 times 7 times 4 times 12, because they say I need to take this I need to keep taking it throughout the year. So add that up out of pocket. That's why I'm going to call the insurance. Now I'm going to bitch. I'm going to bitch and moan on this one. That pisses me off. Get it? Pisses me off. I can't. Yeah, you gotta piss. So yeah, the good word here today is pisses me off that I go. It looks like I know. I told the pharmacist, looks like I'm gonna have to change Medicare insurance because they don't want to pay for certain things. They ain't coming close to sterile in there. It's yeah, see, I'm not gonna, I've been screwed too many times with that thing, trying to shove it in, pull it out, shove it in, pull it out, shove it in, pull it out again. I don't feel so good. I don't like it. It hurts. It's painful. Especially when they can't get it in. You heard that word before, right? Can't get it in. They can't. They've struggled because the prostate's enlarged. So they struggle to get it in because the main section is blocked off because it's like clamped like a vice grip. You get a pair of vice grips. It's clamped off, but it's only working barely because of the Tamalosin. I've doubled the dosage. I'm taking that, and I'm taking the Finasteride, and I'm taking that too. So I take one of those a day. And I take 2 of the other a day. So, but the doctor said don't take any more than the 2 a day. That's it. Don't do it. So, I know why. What's it gonna do? I mean, I like to know the unknown. Give me the news for the unknown, because I like to know that too. What's it gonna do to me? What's it gonna do? Make me pee so I fill up an ocean, or I could fill up Lake Mead? What causes cancer, Tasha? I'm wondering what the. I mean, it's potentially. Well, put it this way, they not even looked for cancer on me yet. But the only way they can know is when they go down, when they shove the instrument up my you know what, and then they check that way. That's how they know. They run a camera up there, and then they can see everything, and that'll tell the story. And then from there, I make a decision what I want to do. So, but yeah, I can't stop the infections. I keep getting them no matter what. No matter what I do, how I do it, I'm still getting an infection. I'm still getting a infection. Can't even spit the words out. But so that's the source right there. Prostate issues. That's a common issue for a lot of people, at least men, ages 50 on up. 50 on up, and she said there's quite a few. She goes, I got probably 30 in my office right now. Same problem. Same problem as you. I go, well, it depends. It depends. If you have cancer, then it's an issue, because then you got to go. Like I said, it's my decision either way. Once they run the camera in to me and they find out what's causing the issue or what it is they have to do, then I make the decision. I'm the final frontier. I'm the one that pulls the strings here. I'm my own puppet, you know what I'm saying? Patriot nurse was just talking about the other failure of the medical. Yeah, I don't have a lot of faith in the medical, up here. But I'll tell you what, I certainly don't have any faith in the medical down in Quartzsite. Quartzsite's even worse, way worse. So that scares me. That's why I want to get everything done here. I don't care if I even have to encounter a little bit of snow to do it. Because it's starting to get chilly up here now. And if you're up here in elevation, you'll know what I'm talking about. Remember when they wanted to hack your legs off of your... Yeah, I recall. Yeah, it's a good thing I didn't do that. Man, I'm glad I didn't choose to do that. Because then you're screwed after that. Then you're screwed. Now you're in a wheelchair. That, at least I can get around on a walker, That's better than a wheelchair. Better than having a loss of leg, I just found her can't deal with doom and gloom, especially. We got Joni Portwood in here. I guess WRK in Cincinnati actress died. I don't know. Somebody died. I don't know. I'm not going to check into it because I'm running this video. But let me see if I can hold. I gotta get some camera accessories so I can hold. So I don't have to keep holding the camera here. I'm gonna get I don't know. I'm gonna buy. I had a good tripod for this, like a small, medium size, whatever. It used to extend out a little bit, but you could put it on like when you go to a grocery store or a restaurant, you can hold it, or lay it down on the table, or actually stand it on the table with your camera, and then you can make a little minor adjustments, But anyway, I had one of those. Looks like I'm gonna have to invest in another one. Prices keep going up, so I mean, pretty soon these things are gonna cost $100, to get these things. And then there's I was at Walmart the other day. I didn't see any GoPros there. Usually they sell GoPros, but I didn't see any. So I don't know where their GoPros went. Maybe you got to buy them. They don't. Like I said, everything's locked up when you go to Walmart nowadays. You can't even get razors. You can't get A lot of things you just can't get because they lock it up. Everything's locked up. Pretty soon, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with locking up things, but who knows what's going to happen. See that? I had an Asian doctor that was a surgeon, and he was down in Phoenix. He he was at St. Joe's Hospital. That's where he was out of. But no, I didn't want to do that. Obviously, I thought about it, and I thought, no, that's not going to work for me. It just doesn't work. It makes things more complicated. You wake up in the morning, then you got to find your leg, to put it on, and then it takes time to put it on, and and then you move and you could fall off, and then you got to put it back on again. Nah, I'm not going through that. No. Let's see, do they card people for spray paint? I don't know. I haven't bought spray paint in quite some time. I thought about it when I walked down the aisle. I was going to get some silver spray so I can custom paint my rims, but I got no way to clean the rims. I went to there's only like 2 car washes up here in Flagstaff. I think there might be 3, but there's no detailed ones where they can wash your vehicles with a wash rag and hard, the old style way, the old fashioned way. You get a garden hose out and you clean your car that way, hand wash it. Well, they don't have that up here. They got them down in Phoenix, but like I said, I'm not going to go down there to go get a car wash. So, but I can't even go with the spray nozzle. They don't even have those up here anymore. The only one they had, they closed it down. A couple weeks ago. The gold and silver, I always tell when it's party time when party time when they're carding you, huh? Yeah, I don't think they're going to card me, though. I don't think they're going to card me. I mean, you could tell I'm at least 50. So, what's the age they card you? What, you got to be 21, 8? I don't know. It's 18, 21, I don't know. They should just make everything age 21. It's much more simpler, Cars are so nosy. They freaking cruise around 2-3 times, and let's see what else we got. I was gonna watch a video. I was gonna watch Eddie Van Halen's kid play on. He was on the Today Show this morning. His band and his mother was with him. Valerie Bertinelli was with him, and she was with his fiance. And he did announce that he's getting married. So Wolfgang, if any woman wants Wolfgang, well, it's too late. The dude's getting married. Why wouldn't the girl get married to him? Shoot, he's worth what? At least $50 to $100 million. He inherited half his dad's money. His studio, he's got 5150 studio, where all the Van Halen tunes were recorded and taped. Yeah, he's got a producer too, but he don't do his own producing, so I imagine that'll be the next step. He plays all the instruments, writes all the songs, and next thing he'll produce all of his he'll do all of his video producing and sound producing as well. So my cousin was sound producer for Fogat at Bearsville Records, but he did that in the 70s. He left that business. He went and opened up his own company because of the fact that the 70s music, the sound was gone. There was no need for him because music went to rap, and he called it crap. So he left. He quit. Not that he gave it all up. I don't blame him. I thought about getting in, learning it too, but it would only be for my own purposes, for just me, not for doing anybody else or recording anybody else. But yeah, let's see, what do we got? Oh, shoot. Got a nice little breeze going here this morning. The humidity's gone. It was very humid up here for like the last couple weeks. Freaking muggy. Freaking like 70% humidity. About 85, 90 degrees. Oh, that felt good. 90 degrees and about 75% humidity. That's tough to take. That's a day in Florida. That's what Florida's weather is. And I don't care for that kind of weather. You know, I don't like humidity. That's why you come to Arizona. You only have to get maybe 2 to 3 months of it. But you don't get as much as what you get in Florida. You might get 50, 60%. And at the hardest point you might get 75%. That's up in Flagstaff. Like I said, Flagstaff's. Let's see, are your gauges broken? No. All my gauges work. I've got this gauge. This is a nice gauge. This thing cost me $300. This gauge right here. This is my temperature gauge. This is the heart of the vehicle right here. That's the key factor. Keep your vehicle. Always know what your core temperature is of the vehicle. Now, I've never been to Florida. I could have gone, but I never. I won a trip to Chandler's Wildlife, but I never got to go because, first of all, the guy didn't email me back, and that pissed me off. After I invested in his, I've always invested in his channel by watching his channel, being subscribed to his channel, and then he pulled the plug on me. You know, because it's different for me. See, I have to find a place to put the RV. You know, I just can't park it in a parking lot somewhere and leave for a couple weeks. I gotta pay, make sure it's safe, and then I have to get back to the vehicle once I get back. And then the way to do it would have been to go on Amtrak, take Amtrak to where I needed to go, because that way you could get sleeping quarters and sleep on the train on your way there, and then they get all your food covered there too. So you do it that way. But the dude never got back with me, so I couldn't do it. Nah, it's not a boost gauge. I mean, I can... Hold on a second. Let me blow it up a little bit. There you go. Yeah, that's what you want. Now, I can't park it at Todd's. No, I can't even have my RV on that street. Man, they bitched the last time I was there. Nobody liked the vehicle on their street. That's funny. People hate RVs. They just hate it especially in Phoenix. If you drive around Phoenix, you'll find out that if you're in an RV, now you could probably get away with it a little bit better if you had a van. You know, back in the day, that's when I can walk. I was tossed between a van and an RV, but it seemed to me like the RV was a better way to go. You know, because of the, being able to have your own personal bathroom in here, You never have to worry about trying to find a bathroom somewhere, because you got one right here. See, they're racist toward the... Yeah, they are. They say no racism in the United States of America, but I disagree, because they do go against RVers, such as us, parking lot campers or whatever. I mean, yeah, I could go into the forest, but you got to drive 20 miles away, and then then you got to go into town. It's not worth it. It's better just to stay, hunkered down at Flagstaff Mall or Wendy's, where I'm at right now, or any, there's other museum clubs, another place I can kind of sit, because there's nobody there. I mean, I could get there from, like, let's say, I could get there at like 8 in the morning, and they don't open up till noontime. So, if I needed to get a nap in, I could always go there. So they're not too picky over there. There's a couple other places too that there's a place called the Cedars. You could also go there. That's like 10 miles out, and you have to go eastbound. on 40, or I think I have to look into it. I think you could get it to it off of 89A, but I'll look into that, and then I could do a video on it and say, okay, like if you want to go to Cedars and you're an RVer and you're looking for a place to hunker down, here's a place you can go and here's how you get to it. So I could always do that, but always get tons of compliments, especially at RV parks, about my setup on the street. It's sometimes different. Time to call the SWAT team. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you know, I got my solar. I thought my solar wasn't working, but it wasn't that. It was a lot of cloudy days. But it's working. It's working just fine, man. It's charging everything up, and plus I got my generator is running everything inside the RV now. That I got the 30 amp 30 amp plug plugged in to the box outlet where the cord is down there. So that's taken care of, and I checked the generator. Generators, some guy looked at it when he was helping me plug the cord in, and he goes, man, that's a nice generator. The Micro Quiet 4000 Onan. I go, yeah, this one is. I see a lot of them don't work. There's just, there's only a couple things that cause you problems with those. Usually it's your piece of the board, the onboard board that's on there. And what's the other problem with it? The carburetor. The carburetor gets kind of sticky. Sometimes you have to take the ball off of the carburetor and you have to clean it out. But there's a way you can get around that too. What you do is you just buy some seafoam and you put that in your gas tank and run a couple cans of it. Run one can and then run another can. That usually takes care of it. And then you'll notice your generator works. It runs smooth. It doesn't it doesn't pulsate, when the generator's running, Everything works just ideal, the way you'd like it to. But yeah, my key factors and then I'm going to change my transmission fluid before I leave here. I'm going to go through I'm going to change the oil and the transmission fluid at the same time, right before I leave to go to Quartzsite. So I'll make sure all my fluids are all topped off and also, filled, See, that's the pilot jet. Yeah, the pilot jet. You're a mechanic, Tasha. See, I'm not. See, I'm just a guy that could check my oil and when I had cars, I used to put my, I used to do everything except for rebuilding a transmission and a motor. Those are the only two things I didn't touch. Everything else I could usually do, but in my situation, I can't do it because I'm paralyzed from my ankles down. I'm glad it's just the ankles down and not further up. So I got to be. And then I went to the movie theater and I said, like, they always have a wheelchair so they can put you in a wheelchair and roll you into the movie theater. And so yeah, I can do that. But I need to get another wheelchair, my own that I can keep on board, and set it up on the back. I wanted a quick disconnect one, but I don't know. I'm looking into another option if I could find it. One of those fold-up scooters. They fold up. Not. I'm talking about a scooter that, like a wheelchair scooter. That you sit on and, you use a jolly, or not a jolly. It's a what do you call it? Anyway, it's the tool that guides you. Joystick. That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, the wheelchair's got a joystick, and then you can operate yourself around, So there's one that's like 65 pounds. And if I could get some hooks on the side here, I could probably mount it right up next to the door, and then I could turn it sideways, and then I can get it. All I gotta do is be able to get it to slide in sideways, and then it'll stay in place. That's it. I'm still trying to decide whether to keep the small truck camper I just put work into it already, or switch to to the bigger one with the more space. And I don't know, man. It's your choice, Joni. You gotta, I can't make, whatever works for you. It just has to work for the person using it. That's the key factor there. I got 9 people. I don't have that many people in the. I think I had 14 in here at one time. But no, we're not breaking records. With videos here. Not breaking records. Yeah, clouds are building up. Yeah, you can see them thickening up here. Yeah, thick clouds. Let's see here. Yeah, they're building up. Yeah, it's gonna rain again. It's a good thing I got some solar charge. A Class B camper, a van, one of those vans, would be best, I think. They're expensive as hell, but you can watch a channel called Ryan Toomey, Tomey. Watch his video and check out his camper. He's got a Class B. That's the ideal camper right there, because you could stealth camp in neighborhoods and park. See, then they just think you're just parking your vehicle out on the curb. You know what I'm saying? So you could get away with that kind of stuff. Otherwise you can't. Can't park an RV like that, because somebody's gonna call the cops on you. So, but yeah, just look at that. Watch that video, Joni. Ryan Toomey. Right now he's in Alaska, because he rode from Key West, Florida, all the way to Alaska. That guy's got some money. He worked for the government, and he was on Dr. Phil's show. He was actually on Dr. Phil's show, and there's a YouTube video on it. So he's he's a smart guy, very intelligent guy. He knows how to talk. He does I think his YouTube channel's really top notch. He's got nearly 300,000 subscribers. He's got 200, going on 300,000 subscribers. But yeah, his videos are just outstanding. He just knows how to talk. He does things in a unique way. I don't know. I watch his videos and I think, well, maybe, I don't know. Your life is the camera the whole day. See, I just don't do that. I don't hold the camera all day long. I just don't do that. It's just not. That guy obviously spends a lot of time. I think he's editing most of the time. He's filming, and he's thinking about his next video. So it's edit video. I mean, and sleep. And that's all the guy does. See, I don't want my life to be like that. I guess if you want a successful YouTube channel, that's how you do it, But you got to get out. You got to get out. You got to have some adventure, You got to get your vehicle out on the road and just do it. That's what you got to do. Otherwise your channel flops, But yeah, I can. So if you're gonna solar charge and flag, you gotta do it first thing in the morning, from 8 o'clock to 11, and then all these clouds start rolling in, and then you don't have any. So then you shut your power station off, and then you turn it on at night. Then I can run my light, at night, if I need to, or. Let's see what's Tasha saying. Nomadic Fanatic got rid of his dog already, just like everything else. He's got it. That guy. You mean to tell me, why do you get a dog and get rid of it? I mean, first of all, yeah, you get a puppy. The dog's going to obviously go to the bathroom in your RV, so you're going to constantly be cleaning your floor, because the dog's going to mess it up. Dogs are messy. His cats are not so messy, but they're kind of still messy. They have to have a litter box And he's, of course, you know him, he's got to have the best of everything. He's got the big, you know, thing that's the size of a washing machine, so the cat can go inside of it. And then he turns a button, and then it actually puts the substance, all the weight, the animal waste in a bag, and then he goes, of course, and throws it in the trash. But see, where he's at in Concho, that's far from like Show Low. You gotta drive it like 30 miles to get to Show Low. So for services, you gotta drive a ways to get to them. You know? See, like Camper Van Kevin, I don't watch his videos anymore. I don't even watch Destination Open Road. I don't watch any of those videos. All those channels, I used to watch them. I don't watch them anymore. I don't know, they're boring to me. They don't do anything. Nomadic Fanatic doesn't do anything. Camper Van Kevin doesn't do anything. What do they do? All they do is sit in the lounge chair and they film. Flagstaff. Hey guys, I'm going to cut out here because I got to get this call here. I got to have a doctor calling here. I'll catch you guys a little bit later. Thanks for watching, guys. I thought usually I lose the video when I do that. I still got you guys. Okay, so yeah, I'll resume. I thought for sure. But anyway, it said Flagstaff, Arizona. I thought it was my doctor, but turns out it was not. It's one of those freaking scam calls. So anyway, I get those all day. So yeah, I don't care for Morgan. Morgan is like a child. I mean, she gets a boyfriend, and what does she do with him? What do they have sex for a couple weeks, and then they break up. They break up after they're tired of each other, you know. Once they get tired of waking up in the morning with each other, then they call it quits. That's Morgan for you. Watch, go ahead and watch Blind Views. He'll tell you. You know, he likes watching that. You know why he watches her? Because he likes looking at her boobs, you know. He likes looking at her body. That's the only thing. See, that's what, you know, that's what a lot of people do. At least guys do. And maybe girls do too. I don't know. I can't answer for them. But you know, Morgan, Morgan's a child. Morgan can't have a relationship with anybody because all Morgan knows how to do is have sex. And after that, Morgan doesn't have any use for anybody. So then Morgan breaks up for the boyfriend, and then that's it. It's over. Just like this last boyfriend. I guess he was rich. Doesn't matter. You know, I guess if you're super wealthy, it means something. It's like an extension, you know. He even though, let's just say he's like Donald Trump. Donald Trump, they say they can't even find his part because it's so small they can't see it. The woman that was with him said that. I like, then what'd you have sex with him for? She goes, because I couldn't, because he was too small. You know, I couldn't even find it to use it. I said, oh, wow, that's funny. Ooh, gotta hear some sirens. Something happened. Hear that? There's like I said, the fire station's right next door here, so. Right next to good old Wendy's. Wendy's in the place you change your oil. But anyway. Let's see, Blind Views flat out refuses to cover. Yeah, he won't cover me, nah. Oh, he hates my channel. He hates it. He don't like me, period. You know what? I don't care for him either, you know. If I leave a comment, sometimes he'll leave a comment, but that'd be about it. But see, I've supported him financially. I mean, I paid to be in. You got to pay to be in his channel. You got to pay, and so, but See, he wants money, but see, he don't want to support you a little bit. He doesn't want to support you at all. You have to support him 100%, see? Blind Views doesn't cover liars. Whoa! Oh, that calls for a blockage right there. Hold on a second there. There we go. I find a troll in here, I get rid of him. Ah, trolling me already. How about that? So, I don't know, that could have been, what's his face? Revelator Phoenix doing that. He comes in under different channel names because he's blocked otherwise, you know. See, if I had, let's say, 200,000 people, which I don't, calling into Blind Views, hey, you need to watch RV Davey. He doesn't need to watch my channel. He's not even subscribed to my channel. You know that? And you know what I do with his channel? I don't subscribe to it either. I'm not going to pay him for bull crap. I'm just not. I don't like the guy. First of all, he's not my kind of person anyway. You know? I mean, look what he does to Camo Dave. The guy's still still tormenting Camo Dave, what? Almost 2 years after his death. 2 years ago, he's been dead almost. Coming up on December, it'll make 2 years that Camo Dave's been gone. So all of us YouTubers we got to cover ourselves, you know. It's all self-promotion, you know, since I don't have, you know, Blind Views does like, Cambulance Man? And I like that channel too. Cambulance Man. It's a pretty good channel. You know, he does a pretty good job with his videos. I'll be in Quartzsite. See, I want to hire him to do some solar work. I mean, I got my solar. What I want to do is reroute everything. What I'd like to do is have somebody build me a new cabinet. And here, tear out the existing one because it was in the fire. I want to rip it all out and then reframe structure and build a new cabinet. And then inside the cabinet at the bottom, I want to make a battery compartment, enough that you could put like 800, 800 amp hours of battery, let's say lithium in there, and then have all the wiring, and then make another panel going on the side of your cabinet and put your charge controller, turn off switch, all that right there. Have it all, and then in a gauge. I want 2 gauges, one I could see from inside where I sleep, and then on the other side of the cabinet, just so I know at all times what my battery charge is, you know. So, Blind Views exposes the fraud on YouTube. Fraud on YouTube, but you know what? There's fraud everywhere you look online. Just look at anything in life. It's fraudulent. I mean, look at Donald Trump. He's the biggest joke. The guy tried to overturn the Constitution. He was going to block the Constitution. He was going to suspend it. Excuse me. Let me use the proper term. Suspend the Constitution. So he could therefore do whatever he wants. He was going to take control of all 3 branches of the legislature. He was going to take control over every department. And you know who does that? The guy that goes over the top of the Constitution is a guy you don't put in office. That's a guy you don't have as a president of the United States. One that doesn't follow the Constitution. So to become president of the United States, you have to take your oath. But he violated his oath right off the bat. He should get charged for that. He get charged for a lot of things, but they're not racking up. They could rack up a lot of things on him, but they don't because they want to get him in the courtroom. They want to get him in a trial situation, and his lawyer right now is trying to make it so that all the trials are after the election, and that's bullcrap. No, you don't let them do that, man. Make him do his trial, If he's got nothing to hide and if he's innocent, then he should do his trial now. I mean, come on, man. If he's got the high-paying lawyers, they should know how to do this shit, right? 2 weeks, prepare. Okay, let's give them 3 weeks. Give their lawyers 3 weeks to prepare for because they're pretty straightforward charges against him. Straightforward. They're easy, simple, easy peasy. I mean, it's not hard to figure out. The last 3 charges that they got on him, they pretty much got him. And each of those charges, max sentence is 20 years. So he's got three counts at 20 years apiece. The 60 years in prison. He's not gonna do 20. He's not gonna do 60 years in prison. Okay. He'll do about 10 to 15. I'm gonna say 15. I'd say they'll sentence him to 15. I say they could get him 20 years. I'm going to say between 15 and 20. I'm going to say they're going to give him 18 years in prison sentence. Listen to what I'm saying. And let's just see how that works. Hold on, I got to get this one.